developing 120 film that I photographed on our vacation, and I have it all in this bag. I'm trying to find a roll of the film so I can, this is my 120 and I photographed in my Rolleiflex twin lens camera. And I am just going to, this is a dark bag, and I'm going to load the film onto the reels here, and then I'm going to develop it. Okay, so I have them all rolled, and they're all in this tank. I use plastic reels because that's just what I'm used to, and I find that to be the easiest, but metal ones are good too. So now I'm going to process this in straight D76, and usually I do 68 degrees for about 7 minutes, but I'm probably going to add some time because I have processed a bunch of sheets with this same developer. So we will get to that in just a second. Okay, so if you watch my previous videos, you're probably noticing that I'm not in my same darkroom, and that is because I don't have that anymore. I actually sold my beautiful stainless darkroom sink, and actually the guy that bought it was so excited and happy, so it didn't hurt that bad. But yes, we have moved to a different house, and over the years I have learned to use what I have. It never stops me from doing what I want to do darkroom wise. So I've had darkrooms in bathrooms, the garage at night, rooms with skylights, and this is a laundry room, and I do luckily have a big deep sink where I can do my film. So I've got my timer, my tank, and then I've got my chemicals. So what I'm going to do is first I'm going to pour these and take the temperature. This thing is heavy. Now, since I've got 3 rolls of 120, I just know in my head how much it's about that one full and about that one half full of D76. Okay, so then let me get it off my hands. Okay. I'm going to check my temperature. I have a feeling it's too hot because I live in Florida, and yeah, it's like, you know, it's not that bad. It's like 73, 74 degrees. Definitely too warm for me. So what I do is I put ice in it. I know a lot of people don't do that because they say it waters it down, but it's only a little bit of ice, and it only has to stay in there for so long, and then I just take it out when it gets to the temperature. So I'm going to go get some ice, and I will be back. Okay, so I have my ice, and I'm just stirring it around in here. And I've never done anything in this new laundry room, so I'm still looking for things and missing things that I need. Like a spoon. I'm gonna have to go find a spoon. I'll be right back. Okay, I had to get a spoon. All right, so normally I have a spoon dedicated to this, but I can't find it. All right, so it's looking like we're at 68 degrees already, so it just doesn't take much with the ice here to get to where you want to be. So I'm going to take all the little ice cubes out, and I am at the temperature. So now it's time to develop. So got my tank, I'm gonna hit on. I've decided I'm gonna add a lot of time because I know that I've developed quite a few sheets of film with this straight D76. My timer is going. I haven't developed 120 in kind of a long time. I've been shooting mostly 4x5 and 8x10. So what I do is I go a whole minute and I'm kind of rotating it and agitating it as I go for a whole minute. So I'm going to go all the way to the 30. So just kind of twist it on my hand like that. Going all the way to the 30 because I'm going to from a minute of agitating. Okay, and then what you do is you want to get the air bubbles out. So you want to tap it like that and just lift the top, and you can kind of hear it gurgle inside. And I'm going to stop, and then I'm going to go all the way around again to the 30, and then I'm going to agitate for 10 seconds. So when you go around to the 30, you agitate for 10 seconds to the 20, then you wait another minute and you go to the 20 and you agitate for 10 seconds to the 10, you go all the way around to the 10, and so forth until you are done with your time. And I'm going to sort of prepare myself here for what comes next. I need to have some music going. Now this is my fixer. I've put my fixer in the jar, and it's probably not cold enough either. So let's put a few ice cubes in it. Okay, so I'm at the 30. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Tap, burp. Oh, did you hear that? That's what it sounds like. I try to keep this stuff off my hands as much as I can. When I was younger in college, I used to put my hands all in this stuff. And now I realize that was not a good idea. So now I'm going to go to the 20. And I'll just show you this one last time, and then I'll come back when I am washing and putting the fix in. So waiting for the 20. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tap, burp. Oh, it burped. Okay, so next I'm going to go to the 10, and I'm just going to keep doing it until my time is up. So I'll be back when the time is up. Okay, I'm back on because as you can see, I'm almost done. I just have to agitate right here at the 40. We're going to go for 10 seconds, which is about 4 agitations. Because you don't want to do it too fast, you don't want to shake it, you just want to gently agitate and rotate. So now, I just have this much more to go, but what I usually do is start pouring out about right here. And I'm going to move this, otherwise it's going to go off and make a very loud noise. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to pour my chemicals back into the jar, and I have this lovely funnel, which works really well for that. All the D76 back into the jar. It's D76 straight. Now I've got my cold water, which is not very cold because in Florida the cold water is not cold. It's kind of warm, like a swimming pool. So now what I'm going to do, put my lid on. I'm just going to agitate this for at least 30 seconds. I think you should probably do it for a minute, just to get all of the D76 off. Probably should have chilled my water, just so you know, because I don't think that the cold was very cold. So the film doesn't really like to have a huge change of temperature. So I should have done that in hindsight. But I haven't done this in a while, so I kind of forgot. All right, so I'm going to pour this out. Now I'm going to pour in my fix, because I've added ice already. I'm pouring in my fix, and typically you fix for like 5 or 6 minutes. Depends on how strong the fix is. When my fix gets weak, sometimes I have to go a little longer. So same thing, I'm just going to do it for a whole minute. Sheet film, you're stuck in the dark. And I have a big window in my laundry room, so I'm not really sure how I'm going to pull that one off. I'll probably have to do it at night and block the window with something. Okay, so I'm about a minute. Burp it. There it goes. Okay, so now usually what I do is I clean up everything that has D76 on it, put the lids on, all of that. So I'm done with this D76 bottle. And I'll make way for the fixer with that. Okay. And I'm almost ready to agitate again. Rinse all this out. Alright, here we go. I'm going to go another 10 seconds. Starting. Okay. 2, 3, 4. So you don't really need a whole lot to develop 120 film. You really just need some plastic measuring cups, which you can buy online, and this funnel is excellent. A couple of gallon jugs. I have a glass one and then I have a plastic one. There's really no preference. And then this does 3 rolls of 120, or I think it does 5 rolls of 35 millimeters. So the reels actually compress from doing 120 to 35 millimeter. You just turn them and they compress, so you can do both films with the same reels. So okay, so look at that, I talked for a whole minute. So now we're going to go to the 10, and then I will just finish this up and I will come back when I'm washing. Okay. Alright, so I will come back as soon as it's done fixing, and I'm just going to continue with my agitating every minute for 10 seconds, and then I will be back in just a minute. Okay, so now I am about finished in my fix. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to just pour everything off back into my gallon jug with my funnel. And hopefully it's strong enough. You'll know if your fixer is not really working if your film looks really purple. And it's safe to open it up. It's fixed enough that it's not gonna mess up the film. However, if it's really purple, then you probably need to throw away your fix properly and mix new fix. So now what I'm doing, I'll show you with my camera in a second. I'm just cleaning everything up, and I'm going to set this for 15 to 20 minutes. Is about what I do. Show you. I'm simply washing my film, and what I'll do is I'll dump that out. I'll put more in, I'll dump it out, put more in. So as soon as I'm done washing, I'll come back and show you how I do the photo flow solution that keeps it from getting spots. Okay, so at this point what I do is I take the film rolls out and I put them in this bowl right here. I'm just washing them in the bowl now, and I'll just go like another 5 minutes, and then I will show you how I do the photo flow. Okay, so all my film is washed. I've taken my reels out of the bowl, and in the bowl I'm going to add just, this is my bowl, a little bit of water. It doesn't have to be much, like that much. This is photo flow. And this keeps your negatives from getting spots. So what I'm going to do is just put like a half a capful into the water. That's all you need. This will last you like a lifetime probably. I can't tell you how long I've had this. And I'm going to wash off my hands, because here's the thing. I used to, back in the day, would just dip my reel, the whole reel, in here with the photo flow, with the film, and then pull it off. And I learned what can happen is you can get funny marks on your film the next time you go to process your film because of the photo flow. I don't know exactly what it was, but I stopped doing it. So now what I'm doing is I'm just going to take the film off of the reels, and all I do is I just go through the solution like this. Okay, and then I have the tape side, and then I just softly squeegee my finger down, and I'll show you this is my ancient makeshift film drying rack. There it is. You can see it. That is how I dry my film. Now in different houses I've been in, I have used my chandelier to dry film, and that worked really well too. See how we can make anything work. We don't have to have a traditional dark room to be able to do these things. Okay, so that one, and I just clip it up. I had to dig for this stuff because I haven't taken it out since we moved. We moved here in March, so it's been a while here. And next, photo flow it and squeegee. There we go. Again, and that. And sometimes, if I can get one of these off, you don't have to, but you could put clips on the ends too if you wanted. But it doesn't matter. Either way, it will dry. So now I'm just going to clean up after myself. Clean up the photo flow bowl. Okay, so now all I have to do is let these dry. And then what I do, rather than working with an enlarger, I will scan all of these in and look and see what I have and pick my favorites, and then I edit them digitally. So let me show you my little contraption here. You can see it's hilarious. It's just a piece of string that I had to tape to this bar, and I have a bunch of clothespin type clips, but you can see how easy that is. And I will be back with you after I scan the film and you can see how everything turned out. Thanks for watching.